The U.S. transportation system is at a crossroads, an intersection of uncertain future funding as gas tax revenues shrink, highway and bridge repair and replacement needs rise, while a large percentage of an experienced workforce looks to retire from state, county, and municipal transportation agencies. Funding needs are an ongoing issue, and it is difficult for state or local transportation agencies to address this national problem without a federal lead. However, the impending departure of a skilled and talented workforce is a problem that transportation agencies can and should plan for through the use of many human resources tools. One of these tools is cross-training. At the Oregon Department of Transportation, an average of nearly 20% of employees are eligible to retire right now. And in 4 years, 50% of senior management are retirement eligible. These numbers are mirrored at other DOTs across the nation, and succession planning is of critical importance for our nation's transportation system.
The Oregon DOT recently participated in a national study, an NCHRP domestic scan sponsored by the AASHTO Standing Committee on Highways. Along with 8 other DOTs, we examined how transportation agencies can use cross-training to our benefit. It's not a new concept.
Cross-training may be referred to as cross-utilization, job rotation, and job shadowing, but for the purpose of preparing a new generation of skilled transportation system employees, it is simply defined as an employee hired to perform one job function who is taught skills required to perform other job functions. Transportation agencies are finding that cross-training not only assists with replacing the wave of baby boomers retiring, but better uses the workforce with more personnel from different work groups sharing seasonal work. Research is demonstrating that times of intense workload for highway maintenance and construction projects in both summer and winter are staffed more readily with in-house employees when skill sets among maintenance, construction, inspection, engineering, and administrative personnel are broadened with cross-training.
Well, here in Oregon, as well as in several other states, highway maintenance workers have been cross-trained for the past few years. We see them plowing, paving, repairing, or replacing items along our highways, combining crews as needed and sharing equipment. They are no longer stuck in a silo on a single crew. Our highway maintenance employees are even cross-training to assist traffic incident management personnel. Our maintenance employees are often first on the scene of a crash, so it makes sense to give them training to assist the response. This cross-training not only spreads the workload during peak periods, but creates job ladders and fosters future leaders when employees develop stronger skill sets and take on new job responsibilities.
Cross-training serves multiple purposes and is accomplished in multiple ways.
I know a lot of you have mentors sitting in here, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank the mentors for taking the time, sharing the knowledge.
Delivery and documentation of cross-training depends on an agency's available technology, culture, and ability to compensate employees for cross-training activities. Skill development may result in reclassification of employees, and according to findings from the Connecticut DOT, cross-training is best implemented on a voluntary approach. This avoids negotiating new collective bargaining agreements and allows those who want to expand their skill sets to do so in an organized manner following a planned in-house training structure. Not every employee is always willing to learn new skills or take on added responsibilities, but the Connecticut DOT approach of voluntary in-house training is an effective method to prepare for the retirement of a large percentage of the workforce in the next few years. The Tennessee DOT decided to proactively take on the challenge of rebuilding a workforce hit hard by retirements. In order to do this, Tennessee DOT initiated a top-to-bottom review. Two major objectives came from the review. One was to consolidate the regional construction and maintenance divisions, and the other was to reduce the use of external construction engineering and inspection staff. They did this with the assistance of cross-training. In order to achieve these goals, dissemination teams were created to carry the message through the state. Team members were chosen from around the state from individuals representing experience and innovation. They help develop super districts where resources are shared throughout the year. Within Tennessee DOT, cross-training course requirements for all operations classifications were established to assure individual competency and make the merger of divisions successful while reinvigorating the construction engineering and inspection workforce. A take-home lesson Tennessee DOT demonstrated is the need for a cross-training champion from senior department leadership. This senior leadership provides an important strategic lever as the cross-training program rolls out to the workforce, enabling objectives to be met. We are all facing the same problem, an imminent brain drain of skilled transportation professionals. This disappearance of professional skill sets and institutional knowledge is occurring both in the office and in the field. Because of this, many transportation agencies have started to address the issue of a near-future personnel shortage with cross-training.
The National Institute of Health has a long-standing program of cross-training as well as multiple private companies. They've all shown that if you do it right, cross-training can work. But for it to work, like any workforce development program, it must be connected to business outcomes.
The National Institute of Health is a federal agency that has benefited greatly from cross-training. As a policy, they cross-train entry-level professionals to serve in administrative and management positions across the organization. This allows the agency to be nimble and not reliant on single individuals who have always done the job. Now, when an individual retires or otherwise leaves the agency, the skill gap does not leave a hole in an organization and can generally be filled with existing personnel. The Oregon DOT is one of several states now leading the way in the development of a cross-trained workforce. In their highway division, efforts are underway to cultivate the personnel needed to fill critical positions. These steps include the creation of leadership academies in various regions where employees from different perspectives attend 13 monthly sessions. Here, they engage on real problems, learn from each other, and develop leadership skills. ODOT has also developed a Road Scholars program, a maintenance trainee program, a graduate engineering program, and summer internships for college students in engineering and non-engineering academic tracks. Outside of Oregon's Highway Division, the benefits of cross-training are also being experienced. The Driver and Motor Vehicle Services Division has developed a DMV headquarters unit cross-training tracker where 342 employees are followed in the skills training they have learned outside their position description. These skills can be within their own unit or in another unit, but extend beyond the position they were initially hired to do. Successful cross-training adds bench strength to an agency, is good for employee morale, increases productivity, provides job satisfaction, as well as helping with workforce development and flexibility. This is succession planning at work, and if properly implemented, it does indeed work. For more information on organizational issues, performance measures, obstacles to overcome, and future plans regarding the SCAN team report dealing with advances in developing a cross-trained workforce, please see the following.